Hi there, I'm Rob from AutoRFP.ai. In this video, we'll be covering how you can use Claude projects to automatically answer your request for proposals, your request for quotes, your request for information, due diligence questionnaires, and security questionnaires, all with the power of AI. Let's jump into it. So what we've got here is our Claude project. How you create a project is have a page description, go projects, create new project, and then once you've got your project, what we're going to be doing is adding in different project instructions and artifacts, which are kind of like files to provide context to our Claude system to automatically answer our request for proposals. I was an account exec at a B2B SaaS company for over 8 years, and I spent a lot of painful weekends manually doing RFPs. So I'm really excited to see all your different LLMs and AI companies like Anthropic, Google with Gemini, and of course OpenAI with ChatGPT build out the ability to add additional files and context and then wrap that in a project where it can remember and help answer our RFPs really effectively. So I'm going to show you how. All right, next we're going to jump into project instructions. Really good tip here is you can actually use the LLM that you're using. In this example, we're going to be jumping on Claude Sonnet 4 from Anthropic. And with that, I can have it create the project instructions for me. So jumping into my project instructions, you can see here it has context and role, information all about the relevant itself. In this case, we're actually a fake company I've created, which is an applicant tracking system called Talentflow. You're a B2B SaaS consultant specializing in RFPs. Great. You're providing context to the LLM. What role is it playing? What does it need to know? Sales methodologies, marketing principles, persuasion. When we write a request for proposal, we're trying to say yes and fully compliant, partially compliant, or not compliant to the different questions. But we also want to persuade the reader that our solution is the best for their requirements. So here we have objectives. Really important is our positioning. But if you have information about your competitors, you can put that in your project artifacts. Make sure that when the Claude is doing that first run of your RFP response, it's thinking about competitive positioning. If you know which competitors are in that RFP process, specify it. Buyer psychology, efficiency, all these things are really important with the RFP process. Then we have different information here regarding our pricing. I'll leave that to our sales team. And then here we have all our requests for information. So whether it's proof points, security compliance, what to do for security questionnaires, and everything else. Really important also is our critical instruction. What's really important to the LLM when it's answering in this project, not to hallucinate. It doesn't mean it won't do it, but at least we're giving you a case to critically think and ensure that it's referring to our project artifacts and files before answering to make sure that's correct. Here we have all the other information that's kind of relevant for that instructions. So I'm going to save those instructions. Next is we're going to add our project knowledge, which are called artifacts. I'm going to upload that from my device. I have my talent flow information, business continuity plan, company documents, and a document around past RFP answers. This is the most important with our past RFP answers. So if you have any previous RFPs that you've completed, make sure you're uploading that, whether it be functional, non-functional, or past security questionnaires. So Claude has your company information to pull from when looking to answer the RFP. I've also uploaded our kind of a company overview that has relevant information about our core product and services, our onboarding, our performance, workforce analytics products, and everything else that's relevant. And then we have our business continuity plan. Pretty common question is, what is your RTO, RPO? I've got that information there, and everything else kind of relevant there. So again, you can upload all those different information, whether it's your policies, your procedures, your company documentation, customer stories, and case studies. Most important are those past RFP answers. Now that I've uploaded my project artifacts, I've got my project instructions, my Claude project is now ready to go. Really fun tip about your Claude project is you can actually make it available to everyone within your organization. You won't be able to see each other's chats necessarily, but everyone can then use the same project with the same artifacts, the same project instructions, and therefore the same project knowledge to answer their RFPs collectively. It's a really powerful feature of Claude, and you can get started with that as well. So let's actually go through. Can you help answer my RFP here for this library prospect? So I've got a fake library that I'm going to be using to answer my RFP. So let's jump in there. Claude has just answered those questions for us. And we can see here it's gone through and it's attempted to create a CSV, which I can download and copy. There's a TXT, it's provided a summary to our response. Looking through here, it's got each of my requirements and it's done an okay job. What's tricky about this one, I would say ChatGPT, which you can find in one of our other videos in the description below, it makes it a lot easier to play with the data. I've then pulled that into a Google Sheet, and we can see here it's answered each of those questions. It's done a pretty good job in relation to each of those different requirements. And I would say it's okay. I would say, is it saving me time, kind of that manual RFP grind work that I'm doing? Yeah, it's saving me some time, but it's replaced it with some of the kind of manual work and then cleaning the data and making it easier to respond to. Although when I use ChatGPT, which you can see in the video in the description below, it was a lot easier to use the data. So it's done okay. I love the Anthropic models. I use them daily for many different things. But here, the way that it's presented back, it's going to take me a lot of effort to pull that together into my spreadsheet. But it's okay. I can still copy and paste and pull that into my spreadsheet. Or from here, I can copy and paste. Or I can ask it for a different format, and it might provide a bit more help there as well. Now, if you're doing large RFPs, and you're finding that the LLMs are helpful and they're saving you a bunch of time from having to manually copy and paste RFP responses, but you're looking for something a bit more fully fledged. Well, I'm Rob from AutoRFP.ai, so we're an AI RFP software. You can find us at AutoRFP.ai. We have effectively the ability to import all your RFPs, security questionnaires, due diligence questionnaires, whether it's PDF, Excel, Word doc, into our AI importer, and then once you import it in, that will come through and will automatically answer all those different questions with a variety of LLMs as well. Not just a simple 4.0 step from ChatGPT or Sonnet 4, we're actually using multiple LLM steps to answer those questions and give you the best response. Our re-ranker models will automatically try to find the best and most trustworthy sources in terms of your company data that you upload into our system for that information. And then you can have all your team collaboration in relation as well, whether it's approving and submitting different responses. We're trusted by companies all across the world, whether that's startups to Fortune 500s, including companies like Sugar CRM, Red Rover, and FinTech OS. And you can find out a lot more information, including kind of those different reviews we have from our happy customers at AutoRFP.ai. I'm Rob from AutoRFP, and hopefully that was helpful in how you can use Claude and Anthropic's project feature to automatically answer your request for proposals with AI. Thanks.